Welcome, everybody, to the drivers' press conference ahead of the FIA Formula One Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have the usual two groups coming your way. The championship protagonists are coming in Group 2. And Group 1, left to right, we have George Russell, Isack Hadjar and Charles Leclerc. Very warm welcome to you all. Charles, can we start with you? It was a very tough weekend for you and Ferrari last time out in Qatar. Having had all the post-race debriefs, do you understand a little better the cause of all the problems?
Well, we have ideas of what we call have tested. Whether these are the solutions is another, this is another story. So we don't have the 100% solution to it, but we've got ideas in what we didn't try during that weekend, and obviously we're clearly doing something wrong during the weekend as we weren't strong from FP1 to the race. So yeah, we have ideas. Whether we have the clear solution, I don't think so.
So do you think it was track specific, or do you think it could recur here in Abu Dhabi as well?
No, surely it's been accentuated by the fact that Qatar was never going to be a track where we will be strong, but we didn't perform at the level where we should be anyway. So we should have done better, even though the characteristic of the track was not good for us. But for this weekend, I expect us to be back to where we should be, which is probably third team or something like that.
Okay, now this is the last Thursday press conference of the season. Can we just get your thoughts on 2025 as a whole, please? How you feel it's gone for you personally and for Ferrari?
Personally, I'm quite satisfied. I think it's been a strong season on my side. You always try to improve from one season to the other, and that's what I've tried to do this year, and I'm satisfied with the work. Then, unfortunately, the performance are not where they should be, and I'm not as satisfied about the result side of things and the performance we've shown, especially after last year that we ended up strong. The expectation was another one, but yeah, we've pushed. I think we reacted well as a team from the first race to the last race, trying to turn that situation around. It wasn't easy because we didn't have that many upgrades as we are focusing mostly on 2026. But yeah, I think we performed well as a team on track. Then what we are missing eventually is the performance on the car, and for that I hope that next year will be better.
Okay, final one from me. World title showdown this weekend. Who do you think is going to be the world champion come Sunday night?
I don't know. Again, I've changed my mind so many times this year. I thought it was Oscar, then I thought it was Max, then I don't know. I probably think it's going to be Lando. 12 points is still significant. So if nothing big happens to Lando, I think Lando will take it.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Isack, let's come to you now. Many congratulations on the new job. Huge moment in your career. Just tell us, what does this race seat with Red Bull Racing mean to you?
Yeah, it's very good moment in my career, that's for sure. For all the hard work through the years being rewarded now. Obviously, it's just the beginning of a new journey, but yeah, I'm very excited, and stepping into a new era of Formula One as well. I think it's very good timing.
Can you describe the moment you found out? Who told you?
Yeah, it was again, like, there was no very cool phone call where I pick up the phone. It's like, you're a Red Bull Racing driver, it's not really how it worked. So yeah.
How did it work?
It was like, yeah, you're driving for Red Bull.
They sent a pigeon with a note.
Yeah, it's just a talk with Helmut I had. He made me understand I was driving for Red Bull, and I had to deliver. That's it.
Well, look, let's talk about delivering next year. Yeah. What expectations do you think you're going to have?
Yeah, I have no expectations at all, because we're starting from scratch, everyone. So yeah, the work is going to be done. I'm just really looking forward to January, February, working with the team, getting to know the people. Yeah, it's gonna be crucial to try and be ahead a bit.
Look, final one from me. That world title showdown on Sunday. Who do you think is going to be champion?
Lando.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good luck this weekend. George, how are you and Mercedes viewing the season finale here in Abu Dhabi?
Just another race, to be honest. Obviously, we want to try and secure P2 in the Constructors' Championship. It was a bit of a shame we couldn't achieve that in Qatar, but we have a very good shot this weekend and just go out and enjoy the last race of the season.
How competitive were you in Qatar, or was your performance masked by being in traffic?
I think, yeah, thanks to Isack, I had quite a long race in traffic. No, I think unfortunately we were very competitive. I think it was only really Oscar who was more competitive. I think, 9 times out of 10, when you are very competitive, the result is there. And I think, unfortunately, this was the 1 out of 10 times when you do have the car. And unfortunately, it doesn't go the way you hope. And I think, obviously, that lap 7 safety car starting on the inside. I think every driver in the first 4 rows who started on the inside lost at least 1 position. So that just compromised the whole weekend.
In terms of the Drivers' Championship, you're going to finish 4th this season, as you did in 2022. Which has been the better season for you, do you think? 22 or 25?
No, I think both seasons were very strong. I'd say this season's without doubt been my most competitive. I think 22, it was really challenging with, experiencing porpoising for the first time and the challenges we were going through as a team, and also my first year against Lewis. But I think, this has been a strong year.
Okay, look, final one. World
Lando.
champion, Lando, all 3 for Lando. Okay. Guys, thank you very much for that. Let's now open this to the floor. We will start with the broadcasters. Who's going first, please? Yeah, Craig.
Craig Slater, Sky Sports. A question for George. You're going for Lando. Of course, it's very tight, and it's great that the world will be watching F1 this weekend. Is it a problem at all if it takes perhaps a team order to get Lando in a situation where he has to win the championship? And what do you think is the kind of limit you could ask Oscar Piastri to do? Sorry, well, you could imagine yourself as George Piastri. Give up a second place potentially if he's a distant second and can't win the championship to allow the team to win the championship?
I don't think it's acceptable or reasonable to ask a driver who's also in a shot of a championship in the very last race to move over for your teammate. I think if it were, in other seasons gone by, let's just say, Checo and Max, or, Barrichello and Schumacher, when clearly one driver is the one going for the championship, and if in the last race the guy who doesn't have a shot of winning the championship moves over, that is absolutely reasonable, and I think every single driver would do that. But for me, I don't think it would be fair at all. I think they both need to be given a shot, and if they lose out because of it, you just need to say the other guy did a better job, and that's racing. That's how it should be.
Thank you, George. Yeah, Mara.
Mara, San Giorgio Sky Sport, Italy. A question for all 3. On paper, do you think you have the right car to play an important role on track in this title fight?
Charles, let's start with you.
Well, I don't know how competitive it will be this weekend. I think, at least for us, we expect McLaren to be extremely strong this weekend. Then probably Red Bull, and then Mercedes and ourselves. Whether there will be at one point some interaction between the McLarens or the Red Bull and ourselves, I'm pretty sure there will be at one point. But I'm not here to, think about any of that. I'll just do absolutely everything in order to maximize my race. And then, it's up to them to do the best job and try and get the championship, whoever the world champion will be. But that won't be part of my thought process in my race for sure.
Isack?
I mean, I won't be racing any of these guys this weekend, to be honest. It's more like more of a traditional track. I think what Charles said about the ranking the car performances, I think makes sense. So we won't be there to disturb their fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think McLaren have been so strong here the last few years. I think they're pole and won the last couple of years, and it hasn't been our strongest track. But if we are in the mix again, it's not really our problem. You know, we're going out there to have the best race possible. I'm not going in to risk any more or any less than any other race. For me, it's one race of 24. You know, it's the last race of the season, but I treat every single one the same.
Okay, thanks all. Where do we go next?
Nelson Valkenburg for Viaplay for Isack. You said, I need to deliver. That's what Red Bull said. How can you deliver in a car that's been historically difficult to deliver in alongside Verstappen? What's the plan? What's your mind?
Yeah, we watched the first part of the pre-race press conference at Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with George Russell, Charles Leclerc and Isack Hadjar. Of course, I know that everyone is waiting for the second part of the pre-race press conference on this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but I'm not going to talk too much about the first part of the press conference. And for a couple of minutes, we're going to upload the second part of the pre-race press conference with Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and Oscar Piastri. And I think this is the most weighted press conference of the season. Like, I want to say just congratulations to the Isack Hadjar to be the Red Bull driver for the next year, for the 2026. And I think maybe the Red Bull team, I think it would be better to wait to finish this Grand Prix, and after that to announce that Isack is going to drive for the Red Bull for 2026, but at the decision is made, and the next teammate with Max Verstappen will be Isack Hadjar at the 2026. One more time, I want to congratulate to him, and for Charles Leclerc, I think we have finished all of our wars for the Charles Leclerc, for the Ferrari, for the Lewis Hamilton. I'm hoping to have better performances for the 2026 season, and congratulations to the George Russell for this kind of performance that they had on this season. And of course, as I was announcing from a couple of weeks earlier, from the beginning of the next season, with me and with my friends, we're going to do Formula 1 sim racing and on our new channel. If you want to support us also on the channel, just we're going to put the channel's link in the description section. And of course, just don't forget to like this video, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel.